What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rex Righteous, and I'm back with another Flashpoint. Alright, so I wanted to talk about why is it that Triple G is choosing trainer Jonathon Banks. So I have some things pulled up. I'm still not sure if this is exactly how you spell his name, but this is what's been popping up. I don't know if it's with an O or A, but this is what we have right here when we Wikipedia it. Now, he's technically 1 year younger than Triple G, and the most important thing to the reason why Triple G chose Jonathon is because he's looking for a more American style boxing that has connection to lineage and titles and people from the Eastern Bloc, which is where Triple G is from. So, being that he has connection to Vladimir Klitschko, Emmanuel Stewart, the Crunk Gym, American Championships, amateur, all that. And when it comes to working out, core training like Vladimir used to do, strength and conditioning, that those are a big deal. So he's fought for titles himself. He has some amateur career, and he's won some titles at the heavyweight division. So, I think one of his biggest fights was versus Seth Mitchell in 2012. And his last fight was against Antonio Tarver, which was in 2014, and that's only been 5 years. So, he might not look it, even though he's only 1 year younger than Triple G, which is a little different from Abel Sanchez. Abel Sanchez is 65 years old. It's literally half the age. But when you see Jonathon talk, you can tell he's been in the ring for a while. So, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way, but more in a way where that would make Triple G more comfortable, because some boxers, they lose their speech a little bit, and I'm not trying to be negative on Jonathon, but there is a difference between Abel, who hasn't competed in years but is super smart when it comes to business, building his own gym. Abel is a legend in the game, and I really feel like there is some difference. Now, from what I understand, Triple G is still going to be training in the Big Bear area in California, and from what I understand, the owner of the gym that Jonathon might be going to with Triple G is owned by Shane Mosley, boxer Shane Mosley. So until any other notice comes out, I think that is what we know at the moment. I'm combining everything that I've heard in the media so far. So when you think of Klitschko and how things changed for Vladimir, especially when he started to work with Emmanuel Stewart, his style changed drastically. The same thing happened with Lennox Lewis. They learned how to hit hard, stay away from the offense from the opponent, but still be a ring generalship, and learn how to fight like a champion and know how to look like a champion at the end of the fight. I'm not a big Vladimir Klitschko fan, but I love the fight with him versus Anthony Joshua. I will never forget how much I was jumping off of my seat when I watched that fight. That was a phenomenal fight. It was a great fight, and those two really put it out on the line, man. And that's the way you're supposed to do it. I think at times Triple G thinks that he might have to deliver a fight like that with Canelo. One of his last quotes had to do with him saying that Jacobs did not, um, you know, give what the fans wanted. The fans didn't see what they wanted to see. Um, and he said that about Canelo too. Here's another quote that was asked to Triple G, and he said, "Yeah, Ryan Garcia, boxer Ryan Garcia, young kid, asked, 'Are you ready for a third one or the fourth one?'" I mean, why answer a question like that? So, here's another quote. He said, "I saw no emotion, nothing special today. It was a nice sparring match, boring. They should have given more to the fans. Hashtag Canelo Jacobs." That was Triple G's quote. I mean, shouldn't be taken so serious, but I'm sure he wants his belts back. Which some people thought you know, some people thought he won those fights, and let's see what happens with Triple G. But he will be fighting in a month or so. Shout out to Hustle Boss as well, Chris Robinson, very good videographer. You know, I think with Triple G having to learn from Jonathan Banks what he might learn, mixing in Emmanuel Stewart, and Vitaly Klitschko and the Triple G style, to not only go forward, but to learn how to use the whole ring. So when you look at Triple G, a lot of people tend to think that he fights sort of like a robot. He always goes to the middle of the ring and he fights there. So regardless if he's pushing the opponent backwards or if he's putting pressure, he's always trying to make the fight go back to the middle of the ring. Now, if the middle of the ring is not available, then he's going to push the fighter back as far as possible, which is to the ropes or back to a center part of the ring. So, at times, Canelo has Golovkin on kind of like a string, which makes it difficult for Golovkin because Golovkin is constantly pressuring, and it's almost like he's trying to gauge where Canelo is, where's the measurement at, so like that he could put together a combination for a knockout or something like that. I think that at times he feels like he's not making contact like he wants to. So, I think it would be a little bit easier for Triple G if he could learn how to fight backwards or use more of the ring. Now, basically, from what I assume, if Triple G was to continue to do what he did and he at times moved backwards, maybe took 2 steps back instead of 2 steps forward, or he decided to stick around for a little bit but take 1 step back, and then kind of try to see what else he can get out of that opponent, especially someone like Canelo, who is young and eager and does want to knock out Triple G. If Canelo senses something new and different, he might go after it. So Golovkin has to be ready. He has to be able to put together combinations. He can't just do something and not practice it. So I'm assuming that he's paying this guy, Jonathan Banks, because he's one of the last guys that understands the sweet science that Emanuel Steward put together. That it's kind of like a religion. Everybody knows it. You know, Lennox Lewis, he ran through that schooling. There's a bunch of fighters. You know, if I'm not mistaken, Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, there's a bunch of fighters that come through that schooling. Let me double check that. But yeah. And Emanuel Steward is a legend, man. Oh, he was on the Hearns corner. I'm sorry. He was on the Hearns corner. Yeah, that is not really my time, but I am learning it piece by piece. And that's why I keep it honest with you guys. I don't just try to spitball everything. There are some things that do work off of my memory, but I'm not gonna, you know, not honor history. I love history, especially when it comes to boxing. And the UK boxing I want to learn as well. So shout out to all the UK followers and listeners. You guys are warriors as well. You guys have a great lineage. But yeah, Triple G has to find something that he likes, that's gonna help him, that he wants to look forward to, and maybe the learning part is fun. So if Jonathan Banks is that guy that he's gonna train with and it's gonna be fun, then that's who he's gonna be training with, and he will be trying it out with his new opponent, which happens to be Rolls. So folks, this is all I have for now. I look forward to making some more videos. I still don't know exactly what topics right now, but that's one that jumped out to my head, so I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention. Thank you for tuning in. Like, comment, share, and let's try to keep boxing alive. Peace.
So it's burning me less, a shepherd to the sheep, a paternity test. We show that I'm your father, boy, learn some respect. You feel that? That's my foot on your motherfucking chest. I swear I wrote the book on how to come for your neck. Pull your card, your numbers up, crumble your deck. What's a lion to a dinosaur? Call me Righteous Rex.